many points has Logan scored quickly?
Let's have a quick look on that one there. So Logan got a 6, so 10, 20,
10, 20,
and 30.
30, so that's advantage by 30 points. So 8 points separates Logan from Alex in favour of Logan at the moment. Yeah, there we go. Quickly work it out as the lights go out and away we go racing once again. And that is Ronnie Harris in the white helmet, isn't it?
Certainly is.
Leads the way. Is that Bill Harris having a look down the inside though?
Yes, it is, but not quite making it through. That's Dell's up in the third position there, ahead of Bemsee, I think that was. And Brown, Hollywood.
Dell will be on a bit of a high, I was thinking, because he did very well in the wet conditions on the Super Twin race, and of course finished in a podium position, which is enough to give him finally a championship at long last. He's taken long enough and he's been painful enough about it, and it's fantastic to see. It wasn't the one he wanted, to be fair. I know which one he wanted, but unfortunately missed it twice and said, nah, you can't have that, mate. Up we go then towards the Schwartz curve, the fast left-hander, and this is going to be an action attraction. We're going to have to wait and see the lap times. And again, I'm looking for people going sub 1 minute in the first sector. That really shows a hot pace, doesn't it? Some of the big power bikes and things are struggling to beat those sorts of times. Won't get it the first time round. And again, a reduced field as we're seeing in most of the races, as people pack up, go home, don't want to play. It's a shame, because racing in the wet's great fun. I've always really enjoyed slithering around. And of course, we've seen some amazing, interesting results as well. So they make their way down the straight, and wow, that's Harris. Is that now that whatever that battle is at the front? Harris has been relegated.
It's the Harris.
The Harris is a Harris, but right, straight brotherly love battle here. Okay, so that is Bill leading Ron, if I'm correct.
That's right.
Yes, yeah, that's
for now,
right for once. Yeah, for now, yeah. Fortunately, the yeah, Bill goes wide. Ronnie says, thank you very much. I'll sneak that one back and puts a good little chunk of cash into it. Mitch Ducran in the third place there will be delighted to have Del Downs behind him and Steve Costin. We saw a great race between those guys. And it's Howarth who leads the rookie Minitwins. What a surprise. But it's Alex Cook and Merlin Lindsay up next. Logan Parsons right at the very back, so he's not looking good to score. But if he can finish in fourth place, even if Cook finishes in second place, that's going to give him the championship by 1 single point, isn't it? Because it'll be 2 points. Hang on.
Between Cook and Parsons.
Cook and Parsons. It's 8 points at the moment.
13 for,
yeah, 30. So it'll be 1 point, won't it? Yeah, so there we go. Another 1 point decider. Wow. Exciting stuff. That'll 2 races in a row with a 1 point decider for a championship. That would be brilliant if he finishes like that. So, hey, stay off the podium there, Logan. Well, basically, he knows he's got to finish the race, I guess. I don't know if he looked at how many people were out there. I mean, I don't mean to be rude to anybody, but it's pretty much fate accompli. If Howard's in the race against you in this class, he's gonna win. It's as simple as that, at least in the rookie terms. Be interested to see if he can get up on terms with some of the other guys as the leaders. The Harrises come across the line. Ronnie from Bill this time. Go on, mate.
Yeah, you say that, but Will Howard is down in second in the rookie Minitwins because Alex Cook found his way through.
Well, that was a whole new complexion on it. All of a sudden, I think the Will Howard fan club just grew by several people. Because possibly after cursing him for the rest of the year, the Parsons family will now be cheering Will Howard on like there's no tomorrow, because that would obviously give a few more points. Now, I don't think there's any team tactics there, and I'm surprised, to be fair. I don't know where Alex has found the speed. I don't mean that rudely, but Will, of course, has had the races on the 600 in the wet here and proved himself to be very quick indeed, as Ronnie leads the field across the top once again. It's his brother Bill, of course.
Right down the old hairpin.
Look who's missing, mate. We've got one of the Harrises. I think that is Bill Harris up the top there. I have a look at the timing beam. I think I might have it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is Bill at the top there, and I think he's on his own. I think Ronnie, there we go, Ronnie doesn't trip the timing beam at the top end there, mate. So unfortunately, it's Ronnie Harris. So looks like Bill's going to be the one walking home with a few more points than his brother so far this weekend. So
three wins remain that way.
It will indeed. So Billy Harris looking good there. Ducran in third place ahead of Dowds, Costin, then Cook, Howard and Lindsay. So really the battle we've got to keep an eye on now. I was thinking it was going to be a brotherly battle, but now the battle we've got to really keep an eye on is that one between Cook and Howard, because hey, it might be, as we say, a pretty minor placing, but at the end of the day it's still a championship position battle, and that's very important to those involved in it. So over the line then, this time it is Howard over Cook. So we go back to Parsons being positioned to win the championship. Ronnie with the fastest lap of the race, unfortunately tumbling down the order, just like Fitzandrew's career at the moment. But I've already used that gag, haven't I? Damn, I'll have to think of something else. Who else has had a bad week? Twice, 3 times? No, not 3 times. No, twice this week. Shut up, my critics are everywhere, aren't they? Oh, go and write your column for the Daily Tory Graph, you. Craig Jarman moves up a place there as well. And which one of the Mays is that? Dr. May? Yes, 81. That is Dr. May. He's been having a pretty torrid time. He's usually pretty good in the wet, I thought. No, doesn't like the wet. Oh, well, at least he's out there playing the game at the end of the day. So we're waiting for Logan to come across the line. Yep, long way back, Logan. But hey, it's going to be good enough if he stays there for third in the championship. And fair play. He's actually... No, it's 1:07 to the end. Quite a slow first second. So clearly not looking up at the wet weather conditions. But he's out there, he's doing it. So we can't criticise the guy for the warm comfort about it. Lovely.
Yellow flags up on Poppy's keep as well.
No. Okay, we're not going to be able to tell who that is who's got missing
until they come round.
Now, this could be critical. It's
Bill
Harris. That's
Bill Harris is there. There's Steve Costin and Del Dow. So
I think Mitch Duran might be not joining the party anymore. So all of a sudden, that's Mitch dropping back.
Right, here's the battle of the rookies. It's Will Howard still ahead of Alex Cook. And this is
that's good. That's a good battle. Second between them. And that's actually for fourth overall as well. Yeah. So the rookie's really coming home. Okay, might be only a dozen people or so left in the race, or not even that now.
What's your favourite saying? You can only beat who shows up.
Exactly, mate. Totally. You know, it's like it's been a big field over the year. I mean, in terms of mini twins this year, we have had a total of 53 people score points in the rookie and overall championship. So almost as many as the Fun Bike 500. We might be down to the last dozen or so, but you know they're out there, they're doing it. It's tricky conditions, very miserable indeed. As they come across the line, Cran keeps dropping down the order, and Melbourne May on position to pick up 6 points there. Down, good for another medal, albeit a bronze one, but she had plenty of those. Probably didn't want any more. Have a look at that, fastest in the first sector this time round. It is Del Downs. Here we go.
That he's in front of Steve Costin as well. He's done half a second quicker.
Has he? Oh, there we go. So there's Steve's a good friend of his, of course. So, well, maybe not, of course, but he is a good friend of his. I know that for a fact. And actually, there goes Logan. Yep. So there could be some backmarker action coming into this race as well. He might have one less lap to go. So over the line goes the leader, Bill Harris. So let's have a look at the gap.
So, Keith, I was just having a look at the second sector here.
Another yellow flag. Sorry,
Alex Cook hasn't come through into the second sector. There's Will Howard. Alex Cook is gone.
Yeah, okay, so we're running out of bikes very rapidly indeed here. There's certainly something the best will last.
And if that adds Alex up there at the top end of McLean, isn't it? That would promote Logan Parsons into a third overall in this race.
There we go, yeah, he gets a medal for his trouble as well. And I don't imagine his sideboard is groaning too heavily. No, he's had a couple of seconds and a few thirds as well, so he's got a few medals on the dashboard there. But having that one to go home with, knowing you've secured third in the championship, he'd be a very happy panda indeed. So basically, he just needs to keep it up right now for the next 5 laps. Well, it could actually be 4 laps at the rate we're going, because he could well get caught by the leaders. In fact, has he been caught?
Yes,
yeah, of course he has, yeah. So that's all good. So just follow those guys home.
Craig Jarman's returning back to the pits, unfortunately, on the end of lap number 6.
Okay, so another one bites the dust. So we are running out of bikes very rapidly here. We're into single figures already. Morgan May's going to finish in 6th, or last as it's otherwise known in this race. 8th overall. Yeah. Right, Bill Harris and Steve Costin, Del Dowd separated by 0.088 goes to over the line last time. Oh, I tell you what, we could have a three-way battle for the lead here. Over the line we go to complete lap number 6, and the top 3 are now covered by 0.67 of a second. We've got a fight out of hands. Children of the Mini Twins are going to live up to their great reputation here at the last race at a very soggy Donington Park as the paddock empties out. Here we go then, down through the Craner curves, which has claimed so many to the Craner Club this weekend. It's been remarkable. We're well into 20 odd bikes or so. Down we go to the bottom. Are we going to see a challenge? Yes, we see a challenge down the inside. I think that's Del Dowd who's having a serious look at Bill Harris. So there we come on, Ethan. Cheer, son. You should be getting excited. Your dad can win a race. He hasn't got many gold medals on the dashboard this year, certainly not from this class. So let's go for it, son. So there we go. Dowds and Harris up there, and Cotton's going to want a bit of this action as well. The 3 of them separated by literally 6 bike lengths, I think, between all 3 of them as they go up towards the blind entry at Copper's Corner. a great fun through there. Goes a little bit light on the exit, and it's very easy to run off into the scenery. But it just shows the number 22 leading. Dell's going to want to taste this victory. He's going to want to celebrate in fine style. Here we come then down the straight, and the three of them spread out. Do they go for the suicide squeeze? Any overtaking manoeuvres? I don't think so. They're going to keep following. I think that's Harris in second. I think there's a little bit of a red bike I saw. It is indeed. Oh, looks like Harris has got good drive on Dowd, so is it enough? Costin trying to hang on with these guys so they complete lap 7. Down they go into Rd8 for the next time. And any challenges? No, everybody playing follow the leader at this stage. Right, what are they covered by? 0.445 of a second. This is the mini twin racing we've come to know and love. A little bit further back, Howard continues his march to dominance in the rookie mini twins. He doesn't need to be out there. He's already won the championship. He's already got loads and loads of gold medals. But Will is a proper racer, and he's really enjoying himself out there. And of course, it's all experience. These sorts of conditions, a bit more experience in the wet can definitely pay dividends. Logan Parsons over the line there. He has been lapped, but he's still in third place. It's a great way to wrap up his rookie mini twin career, because next year he won't be in the rookie mini twins because he's finished his season. So up we go towards Coppers once more. There's going to be 2 laps left at the end of this race. They tripped the timing beam, and once again Downs leads, but Paris goes quicker, only by a couple of hundredths of a second, thousands of a second even. And also in the mix, and again just a tenth of a second or so, Steve Costin a little bit further back, but it is a PB for him. I think Parsons might have another place to play in this road, because he comes across the line, he completes his...
That's Malvern across the line.
So Malvern's got a part to play in the race, sorry, because here come these guys, nose to tail. Harris is going to surely have a charge down on the inside of Downs at Rd8 this time, side by side. We know Dell is strong on the brakes though. He forces Harris to go a little bit wide. Is he going to get the cut back here? No, all this holding up though is going to allow Costin to get a little bit closer to Harris as well. So not much to choose between them as Howes comes across the line too far back to challenge the overall win. That's a bit of a shame. I'd like to have seen Will challenging for an overall win at some point, but oh well, such is life. Nonetheless, he's done an amazing year. And oh, there we go. Steve Costin with the fastest lap this time round at 22.950, but the guys around in 23.0 and a 22.9. Looking for the leaders. They're making the way around the Ghost of Starkey's Bridge up towards Schwann's now. And there's the back marker, Malvern May. Now, hopefully they're going to catch Malvern on the back straight. Hopefully he's got the pace to get up to Coppers. Out of Coppers, very hard to see what's going on up there. They pop into our sight. Yeah, I think Malvern's going to get caught on the way out of the corner with any luck. We'll wait and see. And again, fastest sector therefore down to 53.443. He's going to get the last lap flag this time. He knows he's only going to be 1 lap from securing only his second mini twin race of the year. Down the straight they come into the braking zone. Is that a challenge? Oh, that's Costin, I think. I think that's Costin might have gone past, or is that as May getting in the way? That's what that is. Was, I think, at the back there. No, it's not. Sorry, apologise, Malvern. It is no change at all. Oh, hang on.
Oh, Malvern's ran on there. He's just coming around.
I'm just looking. Is that Dowd's going slowly all of a sudden?
No, it's Dowd's going up the inside. No, couldn't quite get it done there.
I'm not quite sure what happened, because Dowd's ran across the line. He's dropped a second. Not quite. He went in the inside. I wonder if Dowd's has got a problem there. I'm pretty sure that was him kind of pulling to the inside where he didn't need to be.
He's still there in third position as they went around Hollywood and down Craners, but we'll pick it up on the
on the screen there.
No, it's still a leading trio. That's Harris.
That's Harris,
Costin, and then Dowds.
Dowds had a problem there for sure. He suddenly pulled to one side. That was offline as far as I was concerned. Well, wait to hear the story of that. He'll reach for his book of excuses. We'll add another page to it at least. Here we go then, up towards the plains. It's the last lap. It's a challenge there for Steve Costin. It'd be so good to see Steve Costin win a race as well. I don't think Steve picked up a single win. In fact, he's only had a couple of podiums all year. So I think the Steve Costin fan club will be working overtime. The lights went out, the bizarre sort of order. Fastest man into the first sector there was Steve Costin, but only by a fraction of a second. There's not much to choose between us. They come down the straight once again. Are we going to see a challenge down the inside there? And the Dowds go for the suicide squeeze there. He can't quite do it. It's going to be Harris, I think, leading the way, and it will be Bill Harris who picks up the final win of the Ronnie Harris. Sorry, picks up the final win of the year. No, Bill Harris had it right the first time. Good. Steve Costin finishes in a respectable second. Unfortunately, Dell Dowd has to settle for yet another bronze medal to add to his already impressive collection. You use them as paperweights around the office or something like that, or to hold the vinyls in place or something. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our racing for the day, the weekend, and of course 2025. We have got one more event. Oh, sorry, got to mention that the Logan Parsons fan club can get excited because he does indeed claim third in the rookie championship. Fair play, you can only beat who's there, so fair play to. There we go, working overtime. Right, as I say, that concludes our racing for the day. That concludes that race, that day. Give our congratulations to your dad, please, on his win, and we'll see you in Birmingham. You get your suit on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to everybody in the background. Well, you know who you are. You work so hard to make everything happen. Thank you very much to the spectators who stayed in these horrible conditions to watch the rain. I don't think there's too many of you there. Bradley, thank you very much indeed for your assistance. Thanks to everybody who's come up and had a chat with us. We really appreciate your input as well. So on behalf of me, I'm Keith Rossiter. I'll see you in Birmingham in November. And Bradley, it's good night from me and
It's good night from him.
yay! Good night, everybody.